do anything that I don't like. Every time your current come up situation, I'ma drag you. And every time you bring your little girly self on here and saying something, I'ma drag you. Every time. People will cry if they knew the truth. Like literally cry. Like cry. Cry. Cry.
I told y'all about, I was gonna let y'all know why she got so much animosity towards me. So the reason why she got so much animosity towards me is because when you find out the truth about a person, they will start to resent you.
Remy Ma's skeletons just came flying out the closet, and she's spiraling. Word on the street is she allegedly threatened to handle Claressa permanently, all because her mess is catching up to her. Turns out it wasn't just Easy the Block captain she was creeping with behind Papoose's back. Nah, sis had a full-blown affair with a woman she met while locked up. And get this, she even brought the side chick into the bed she shares with Pap while their little girl was crying in the next room. That's next level foul. Now Papoose ain't staying quiet no more. He supposedly found some spicy tapes of Remy and her jailhouse lover, and that's why she's losing it. She knows if those clips hit social media, her whole world could crumble. People close to the situation say Remy's threatening Claressa because she thinks she's the one who might leak them. But what's Papoose gonna do? Is he planning to drop the receipts and fight for full custody of their daughter? Let's break it down. Pap and Remy were locked in for nearly 20 years, and you could barely catch him talking about their business. So when he went live and straight up called Remy a narcissist, fans were shocked. It was clear he's done. And honestly, who can blame him?
Assuming you mean like you want to wait till the divorce is like official. Did that hold you? Did that keep you from like giving your all?
No. Nah, because we're together all the time.
So the all is already given, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's it. We already talk. We talk about so many different things, and I'm 30, so we talk about kids and family and stuff like that. But like, that still has to be taken care of. But like, you know, once again, it's not. It's not for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not married.
Remy's been running the media game for months, trying to make Pap look like a cheating villain and Claressa like some thirsty homewrecker. But now the tables are turning, and baby, it's looking like Remy's been the puppet master behind the chaos all along.
I've told Papoose. I told them, why don't you tell this? Why don't you tell your current come up? That's what it is. Tell your current come up. Don't say nothing about me. Maybe not even say nothing about you until shit is good.
This whole mess blew up after Claressa sat down with the Breakfast Club and dropped a subtle bomb, hinting that Papoose was already in the middle of divorcing Remy Ma. And woo, Remy did not take that well. She jumped on live, fuming, and threw major shade at Claressa, saying she actually felt sorry for her because Pap was just using her to level up.
And then, you're just you're punching the air. My air, I've never breathed so freely in my life. Okay? I couldn't take it anymore. I said, hey, this ain't what it is. We can't keep doing this. We talking about people being truthful. Truthful? Infidelity ain't have nothing to do with our breakup. You know that. You know that. Because guess what? I'm such a real one. I know the procedure when somebody goes to prison. I know the procedure. So it was never about infidelity. When I came home and I went straight through that phone immediately. I know what was up. When I had to fight baby mothers at mother-in-law's houses on Thanksgiving, I knew that girl wasn't lying about what she was saying was going on while I was there. I knew she.
But Remy didn't stop there. She flipped the whole narrative, claiming that the breakup wasn't over cheating or drama. It was because she was done with him. According to her, Papoose never supported her a single day in her life. Then came the plot twist. Remy said those rumors that she still wanted Pap back were pure lies. In fact, she claimed he was the one begging for a second chance while she was already ready to move on with a divorce.
I'm gonna drag you every time, Willie. Every time. I was just trying to get back with you yesterday. Get back with what? Get back with what? Why the f fuck would I be trying to get back with you, sir? Stop lying to these people. Did y'all look at the date on that filing? Oh, it's so easy to file. He filed that today. He filed this today. Who gave you the money? They gave you the money. You should be look at me, doing you favors again. I got y'all lit. All the blogs pick y'all up. You can use all my perks, all my front row perks, all my jewelry perks, all my jacket perks. Y'all lit. I got y'all lit. And look at me again, still doing you favors. I got your lawyer retained. Look at him. Look at him over there, emotional.
But Pap wasn't letting that slide. The very next day, he clapped back hard, posting receipts of his divorce filing from May 22nd. And he didn't just leave it there. He threw some icy shade at Remy too, writing, "Filing for divorce is easy, so why hasn't she done it?"
Should I scroll back to then? When we scroll back to then, play with me. Play with me. Play with me. If I wanted to get you back, all I had to do was just listen to the cries and the pleading. I have that too. You want me to play the audio of you crying? Or do you want me to place the footage of you sleep on the couch? What happened? The last time that you was over there, and I was like, bro, this ain't it. Stop.
Hashtag pump faking. He added that the only reason he didn't file sooner was for the sake of their daughter. Papoose tried to keep things classy, saying, "You can divorce peacefully and privately when both people act like adults." But according to him, Remy turned it into a circus because she's chasing clout and being bitter. Well, Remy wasn't having none of that. She went live and snapped, calling Pap broke, accusing him of sneak dissing her, and threatening to drop some seriously embarrassing footage she claims to have of him. She aired it all out, saying they were already deep into divorce mediation because she was tired of his lying and being broke. And Remy didn't come empty-handed. She pulled out receipts, including texts, showing she wasn't the one delaying the divorce. But she wasn't done yet. Remy straight up called him a broke liar and warned him to quit playing before things get ugly. Then she took it even further, talking wild about how she had folks ready to ride for her if Pap kept pushing her buttons. Her message? She didn't want him back? Never did. And he needed to stop acting like she was the one chasing him when he was the one sending all those messages. But here's the kicker. Folks weren't buying her act anymore. The comment section was brutal. One person wrote, "Just 'cause you got money doesn't mean you ain't lame. Grow up and keep it private." Another said, "Remy's spiraling. She can't handle the fact he moved on. Real talk. When a woman's done, she's done. She don't act like this." And someone else added, "He was pleading for the family? Nah, she's just mad he actually let go." Remy Ma was clearly heated, and she took that fire straight to Claressa on social media.
So she tells me, "I'm going to sleep in the guest room with such and such." I said, "Okay, that's cool." I sleep in the room by myself. Big ass crib, big ass room, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I bought through the whole crib, all the utilities in my name. That's another story, but she fabricated. Moving on along, that's documented too, because I've been paying out the same account for over 15 years, whatever, or more. Moving on along, I sleep in the room by myself. I don't think nothing of it. Next day, same thing. I said, "Damn, babe, you sleeping in there again?" She like, "Yeah, I'm just staying with such and such, right?" I said, "All right, cool. Anybody in Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front?" So now I'm like, damn, this shit weird. What the hell? You feel me? So at this time, I try to...
She didn't just throw shade, she went full petty, calling out Claressa's relationship with Papoose in a messy post that read more like a riddle than a drag. Remy basically said,
"Yeah, I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her." And she came into bed with me. She hugged me, kissed me, the whole thing. And at this time, I'm trying to be intimate with her. When it's time to go down, she slipped out of it. And I'm saying, I'm like, "Oh, okay." After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here.
And you just met a 47-year-old man 8 months ago, a man I've known since you were 10, married since you were 13, and who has 4 kids, ages 28, 25, 24, and a 6-year-old. And he just agreed to divorce me 18 hours and 54 minutes ago while promising you a newborn.
On another day, I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female. So I can't do nothing to her. I don't put my hands on females. Y'all wanna know what I did? I told the individual, I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not gonna do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out.
Then maybe you should sit this one out. Whew! That was a lot. But here's the thing. Claressa ain't married to Remy, doesn't share kids or any kind of joint property. So she had zero reason to keep it cute. And baby, she clapped back with force. She fired off. Remy Ma, I'ma say what I wanna say. Yes, we're building a family. Yes, we're happy. And yes, you still invited to the cookouts.
Get a condo closer to the jail so I can visit her every day. Visit her every day, driving back and forth to the visit to see her every day. Slay everybody in my ear, Pap, you gotta get to work. You can't visit her every day. But when I speak to her on the phone, she would cry to me. She was so upset. She was broken. They broke her. She would constantly cry. I knew she needed me. Kept visiting her. Cool. In the process of me doing that, I'm running back and forth to the jail for a year straight. I exhausted all my funds.
When her release time was drawing closer, he started planning her return. When she got out, he made sure she had a soft landing. And get this, Pap claimed he actually wrote many of her songs.
I came up with a formula. Anytime they made a song, I did the Papoose version. But when she came home, I said, fuck it. I gave her that formula. So that's why when you heard the Bobby Smurda joint come out, the Young and May, all that was me. So I'm writing the music. She needed somebody to book shows. I'm doing the contracts, booking the shows, setting the shows up. I'm coming to the show, I'm collecting the first end, I'm collecting the back end. Word is bond, I didn't take one penny, y'all. I gave her all the money at the end of the night. I didn't touch one dime, wrote all the music, didn't touch it.
Just bring good vibes. Leave me and Pap alone. Nobody worried about you. I'm 30, not 18. You trying to show up to the fight or what? The internet ate it up. The drama just kept escalating, and people weren't exactly on Remy's side. She wasn't beating the bitter ex allegations, not even close. Rumors even started swirling that her career was crashing and burning, and fans weren't sure if she was really losing it or just pulling stunts to sell music. Either way, it was backfiring fast. Papoose finally jumped in and shut everything down with the real story, raw and unfiltered, and the breaking point.
At this time, I'm doing all of this, and we had a plan. Once she started getting money, and I'm talking about we was dollar for dollar with it, she separated everything. Oh, this is all mine. What did you do? No, but I'm trying to figure out, what did you do? I'm like, huh? You didn't do anything. This is all mine. I said, are you serious? As a man, though, even though you just stabbed me in the back, you just crossed me, I can't complain because I'm a man. So I'm just going to get back on the grind. I said, damn, you serious? I just invested in you your whole bid. I just invested in you when you went away. I came and bailed you out. I took care of the kids. I took care of my stepson. I took care of your whole entire family who I love and got the utmost respect for. I hope they don't feel no type of way because I'm saying this, who she's mad at right now because they still love me. And now that you finally getting a couple dollars, you're going to tell me it's all yours and I got to start all over?
When Remy dragged her kids into the mess during one of her rants, Remy really crossed the line this time, and Papoose had enough. When he finally went live, he didn't hold anything back, dropping the real reason he walked away from Remy Ma for good. According to Pap, while Remy was locked up, she got close with a woman in jail. After they both got out, they stayed tight, and that friend started popping up for sleepovers at the house Remy and Pap shared, even meeting their young daughter. But what Pap didn't know? That friendship was actually a full-blown affair right under his nose.
Still had to pay all of the bills in the crib, the whole thing. The only time I stopped paying the bills is when I started to notice that she was taking money outside from the family and tricking on this chump. If you look at the chump, straight bum before her. Look at me before her. Look at the chump, straight bum. All of a sudden, you look at the chump, she's spending money on the chump. She paying everybody throughout battle rap to battle the chump. Every time he lose, she paying again. paying money. She got a crib, not too far from my crib, like I said earlier. So I started to say to myself, damn, I'm busting my ass to pay all of these utilities in this crib. And she taking her bread and taking bread outside of the family and giving it to the next nigga.
And get this, he was out here being supportive, totally unaware he was getting played. The real shocker? Remy would straight up leave their bedroom at night to sleep in the guest room with her side chick. Papoose didn't suspect a thing until one night he came home from work and found their daughter alone in a room. That's when he went into the master bedroom and walked in on Remy and the woman in their bed. But it gets worse. Pap claims that another time he caught them again, this time in the same room as their daughter. He said he felt beyond betrayed, not just because of the cheating, but because Remy was neglecting their little girl for this woman. After that, their relationship took a hard nosedive. The trust, gone. The respect, out the window. But Pap wasn't finished airing her out. He hinted that all that trash Remy talked about him being broke, not paying bills, and supposedly still being on her insurance, Captain. He was about to set the record straight on all of it. Papoose said all that he never did anything for her talk, straight up lies. Back in the day, he and Remy were the poster couple for black love, not just cause of fame or fans, but because people saw the loyalty, especially on his end. Pap broke it all down. When Remy got locked up, he was at that prison every single day for a year. He held it down financially, not just for her, but for her whole family. He was fronting the cash for her appeals too, most of which he says he covered in that first year. The man literally pressed pause on his whole life for her. And when her release date got close, Pap was already laying out her comeback. He made sure she came home to comfort, not chaos. Oh, and let's talk bars. Pap said he wrote a bunch of her tracks while she was getting back on her feet. He even moved cities just to make sure she didn't mess up her parole. Seriously. And while she was rebuilding her name, he was juggling parenting and making sure the kids stayed connected with her through every milestone. So how did Remy return the favor? By turning around and saying he never supported her. That cut deep. But what really snapped the last string for him? Remy sneaking around with Easy, the block captain. Pap said while she was off doing that, she was also backing away from her responsibilities, leaving him to handle the bills and keep their daughter's life stable. After everything he gave, she flipped the script like he was the villain. Pap said, "Nah, not this time," and finally put it all on the table. Remy was stacking up the cash and still had the nerve to blow it all on Easy, while Pap was left picking up the pieces at home. Papoose didn't sugarcoat it. He called Remy a narcissist, ungrateful, and straight up unstable, saying she flipped on him whenever she felt like it, with zero care for the family they built together. And to make it worse, she was out here spinning fake stories, trying to make him look like the villain. But fans weren't falling for it anymore. One person wrote, "Remy should have left Pap quiet. Now he's spilling everything." Another said, "I believe him. He never talks online unless he's really done." Now the internet's watching a man who's fed up after years of loyalty, silence, and being dragged through the mud. So what do you think about all this mess? Is Remy doing too much? Or are both of them out of line? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We need to hear it. And don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next juicy update. See you on the next one. Now the internet's watching a man who's fed up after years of loyalty, silence, and being dragged through the mud. So what do you think about all this mess? Is Remy doing too much? Or are both of them out of line? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We need to hear it. And don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next juicy update. See you on the next one. So you don't miss the next juicy update. See you on the next one.